What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Blazed and Confused, the podcast where curiosity is high, confidence is questionable, and logic usually shows up late. I'm Max.
I'm Noah.
So this week, first things first, big weekend for you, Noah?
Yeah, man, huge weekend. Any of the listeners that were at the gender reveal, thank you again for coming. We absolutely loved everybody showing up. It was crazy how many people were there, actually. New baby boy is definitely loved, man. There's so many people there. It was awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Congrats.
Thanks, buddy.
So following up that good news, we're gonna follow something kind of crazy. We're gonna talk about the Tunguska Event. Have you ever heard of that, man?
So I've heard of it, but I didn't. It's not something that was huge to me.
Oh,
But
boy,
when I
it's
did
huge.
hear of it, it was one of those, like, I found it on Facebook in the morning, and it's like you read into it and you're like, well, now my brain's gonna be thinking all damn day, you know?
Yep. It's
'Cause this one, it's definitely different, man.
dude, it's crazy. The craziest thing is like it just an explosion of some kind leveled like what 80 million trees without leaving a crater.
No impact site. So, and I don't have like a confirmed object of what it was.
Yeah,
It's just like,
just flattened trees in this huge area.
yeah,
Of
just straight
Siberia.
up destruction, dude.
Dude, it's
Like-
nuts. It's it's so crazy that it's just something that happened and there was no witness, which kind of makes you think about like how big the world is, right? Because there was no actual eyewitness to the event. Everybody's going to say they saw or felt an explosion, but no one's going to know where or what else they saw.
So isn't that like the old saying, if nobody hears the tree fall, did the tree really fall? Isn't that how it goes or something?
But that brings up the second thing. Like, if 80 million trees are falling, aren't you going to think that it's, I don't know, a nuclear weapon going off? I think you would notice that. If a nuke falls, does it, and nobody's around, do you still hear it? I think the answer is yeah. I mean, it had the ability to knock down people that are like 40 plus miles away. So not only is it just not leaving a crater, it's literally knocking like a nuke.
Right. So my thing is, though, if there was no witnesses to this, but it knocked people over, what'd you say, 40 miles away?
Yeah.
Okay. Wouldn't that be a witness?
So they're just estimating that's what the capability of it is. Like
Okay,
that's how
okay.
the equivalent. But here's what's crazy, right? This is in
I mean-
1908 on June 30th. Nukes weren't really a thing then.
No. I mean, that's pre-World War One.
Yep. So what? I mean, it's crazy. Like
we were still using like mustard gas and shit like that then, you know?
yeah, and like yeah. So I want to know what this thing actually was. Like, people have all these ideas, right? Like it's a asteroid or UFO or crazy stuff, but we're not going to get into that yet. We're going to give a little bit more history. You know, it flattens these 80 million trees across 800 square miles. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's like it'd be like if a bomb fell and blew everything in a crater form, but there's no crater because everything is still there and it's just singed and burned and knocked over.
So doing a little bit of research on this, it says the 10 to 15 megatons is the estimated energy of this.
Yeah.
That's comparable to nuclear weapons, like we said. 800 square miles.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's like 40, I think it's 35 miles
So
from my house to
here's
Bloomington. Okay,
yeah,
so you think of that. Peoria and Bloomington leveled.
yeah. But that's what's crazy, right? This happens, and that the first idea is not, oh, it's a nuke, because like we said, they're not made yet. But they think it's something that airbursted above the trees. But I want to keep reminding you, if it's airbursting above trees and it's nuclear power, that's crazy, dude.
Well, the air burst in the sky. They said it was like a bright fireball streaking across the sky,
Right.
and it split into two. It makes me almost think of like a meteor, right? But that would leave an impact crater.
Yep.
There'd
But
be something left of it, even if it burnt all the way up
right.
before it actually hit the ground. How? I mean, it got to be milliseconds before it hit the ground. It somehow exploded or
Yep.
something. Like,
Yeah. So the fact that you mentioned that, right? Most accepted theory, because all these recreations and stuff they've done in the past, they think that actually it was an airburst meteor. So like the meteor was not like a solid chunk of, rock, mineral, asteroid material, whatever, but it had like a big air pocket in it. So when it burnt coming through the atmosphere, it literally exploded because of the heat. So that's why they're saying there's no crater. And when that would happen, dude, it would literally like blow up. So fragments of asteroid maybe will be found, but who knows where it landed.
so I heard something pretty similar to that, being like a meteor, but it's the comet explosion. Uh, but it
So
said,
what makes comets different from meteors?
so I guess I'm not a big space guy, but
Neither am I,
comets are mostly made of ice, and it'll vaporize before impacts. So, like, that's why there would be no crater left from a comet.
because it
And
would either
like,
melt or
and it
whatever.
leaves basically no debris because it all gets burnt up.
Right. Similar to like the hollow asteroid, like superheating and blowing up. Uh,
Yes.
Ice, obviously, when it changes drastically, I'm sure does the same thing. That's crazy though. Like that's like the two that we came up with. Now, you remember like my running explanation for everything we can't explain.
Aliens, baby.
Yeah. So that's the third most believed is people think it was an alien spacecraft blowing up entering the atmosphere. So allegedly the UFO malfunctions, and then it blows up in the air,
Oh, what's
and we
wrong with
find
it?
nothing.
Ain't got
Yeah,
no gas.
dude. But like honestly, nowadays I would say that this would be my number one most accepted, because aliens are confirmed, dude. So what if one of them blew up in the middle of Siberia, in the middle of nowhere?
I When was Roswell? Is that the 50s? So like a
Yeah.
Roswell before
So that's
Roswell?
42 years behind. But nobody
Oh,
even believes it was aliens until like probably closer to Roswell.
right.
'Cause
But you got to think aliens been around long enough to build the pyramids.
all right,
So they were
that's
here.
another one.
And they were, well, yeah, but that I'm just saying, like, they were definitely here
Oh yeah,
in 1908. So, yeah, I guess one could crash. I don't know how, but
right.
I
Like we
mean, I
haven't
know
found
for
any. Well,
sure
maybe we have found
there
some.
was what World War II pilots that had talked about UFOs.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive it was a World War II pilot.
yeah. They there's all kinds of stuff that pilots have said. Like even ones like nowadays are finally like coming out and saying, "Oh, I've seen UFOs." But 1908, you would think somebody would think it was something else. Um, they wouldn't think,
Yeah, they probably thought it was like a dragon.
dude. That'd be sick. What if that's what this was? It was just a dragon fell there, set everything on
It's
fire,
like
and died.
what's that movie? How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
Old
toothless.
Toothless.
Ain't got no
It was so
teeth.
quick you just couldn't hear it. You couldn't see it. You just heard it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dragon theory is not on here, Noah.
It's not, but you can always throw it in there.
Oh yeah. Same with like giants and stone giants.
Okay,
Pretty
yeah.
much anything we've ever talked about could be mentioned as an explanation at this point.
It's true. What if it's like a transformer, like in the movie?
That'd be wild.
Right. Well,
What
but
do
the thing that
what do
gets
they
me
call the
about this
cube?
is
The
the what?
Allspark. The Allspark has landed. Stupid shit.
The thing that gets me.
I'm not believing Transformers. No, God
No,
damn
not
it.
at all. That's a dumb one. But that would count as aliens. All right. I have you
Right.
back.
You're right.
But the witnesses, the heat that said that the heat so intense, people felt burning from miles away, is what it
Well, I
says here.
mean,
And loud booms like artillery. So if it's loud booms like artillery, you think that was like it was so quick it was breaking the sound barrier, so it was
or
coming in like waves. You know what I'm saying?
or we go back to Alien. If it's a nuclear powered alien ship and it blows up, they already said it was the equivalent of one nuclear bomb. So you would think that would explain the heat that people are feeling. You know what I mean? Because they say
Yeah.
nuclear radiation will like burn you.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. You know
But
what
would
could
aliens
burn
really
you?
use nuclear energy? You
I don't
think?
know, dude.
Because then
I
they
don't
got to
know
get
about aliens.
uranium, or unless they got a different way to make nuclear energy.
Who knows, dude? It's aliens. We don't know shit about them.
Well, yeah, they could just be like,
Look, let's
hmm,
land this spaceship, and we'll be crazy with our next one, but not alien crazy.
that's
Uh,
fair. I mean,
Nikola Tesla.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, he.
I seen he was on the list here for some of the theories.
Have you ever seen the conspiracies just about Tesla? Like how
Dude,
his energy wasn't the one that we went with, but we went with this other one that needs an
yes,
energy source. That's crazy. We'll have to do a whole Tesla thing if people want, because that's crazy.
and
But
yeah, man, like that's getting into it. There's a lot of conspiracies
oh
around
yeah,
him.
but people were thinking that he was testing something. I think this is a byproduct of the let's not use Tesla energy. So they say that he was testing wireless energy transmission and it went bad. It kind of like didn't transmit correctly and somehow exploded. So that's what people have said they think is true. A little bit crazy to me. I don't know about you.
Yes, it's crazy, but it's just crazy enough that I
There's a
mean,
theory.
yes, and it's weird that it goes back to him because
Yeah.
there's several theories and conspiracies surrounding him in
Yeah,
general.
but
So
what
it's
the
like,
hell is he going to be building electricity for out in the middle of Siberia? In literal middle of Siberia. But who knows?
man, maybe he felt safe there.
Yeah, true. The next one's crazy, right? Tell
Well,
me you got one crazier.
you know what I think it is?
Yep.
I don't know, but it would make the most sense. What if it was just like a methane pocket, like a natural gas?
Yeah, people have thought about that. But then
Like,
how would that ignite? Like snow lightning?
well, what if Nikola Tesla was in the fucking area working
Well,
with some
but so you're going to say
electricity?
two of these theories tie together?
Well, who said they couldn't?
Well, I think the fact that it would have to literally be two of the craziest things I've ever heard of happening lining up perfectly, and I now think we need to add a new theory on here.
Yeah, and what's that?
What you just said, that it was methane gas with Nikola Tesla. We're
You
playing
know,
Clue now, right?
Yeah, I mean that's how you build a case, and then you know.
Nikola
No, I mean, but,
Tesla with methane gas in the Siberian forest.
and he went to smoke a cigarette and just
That's crazy. I like
no.
it.
I mean, a natural gas explosion. What if there was lightning in the area or something? I guess
Yeah, I mean it's believable. I like
you
I
know,
said though, I'm going back to the only one that I understand anymore, which is not a good
aliens.
understanding, is aliens. Um, that one seems to be the most. Oh wait, what if it's a time travel experiment?
Like that's
Oh,
where they like,
that's the testing spot.
or like that's where they landed.
Oh, that'd be wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like in all the
Yep,
movies, whenever it lands, it's always like a big poof, and then
yep.
it's there.
Like a big energy ball, and then.
Yeah,
Yep.
unless you're in a DeLorean.
Yeah, true. Then you're leaving tire tracks and flame trails.
Hell yeah, baby.
No, I don't know, man. I want to say that I kind of side with the sane people on this one. I think that it's either the meteor or the comet. It's
Oh,
got to be.
most definitely. I mean, there was one that made the list that it was a mini black hole,
Yeah, dude.
and it passed through Earth, causing a shock wave.
Yeah, I don't even I saw that one. I didn't even read it that well, dude. That was so crazy that I was like, no. There's no way. A black
Yeah, I
hole
thought the
through the
same thing.
planet
But what if the aliens came and then
and
caused a
created a
black hole?
black hole? Jesus, dude. Yeah. It's always a combination, brother. It's one and another.
Or one
Never
of
one.
Nikola Tesla's experiments went wrong, caused a fucking mini black hole.
Oh, what if Tesla called in a comet? Dude, you just did. I feel like you forgot to put your tinfoil on,
Yeah, I mean,
dude.
I'm
It'll
going a
creep
little
in.
far with them, but I could see the aliens making a black hole.
I could.
I mean,
Well, I would once again say it's something from Alien. It's definitely a space object. Number one, meteor. Number two, comet. Three, aliens. Uh, but we won't be able to prove that aliens are number one unless they finally tell us. So, from something that came from the sky to something that we've seen walking in the dark of Dover. What do you want to talk about next, Noah?
the one and only thing keeps you up at night, the Dover Demon.
So, when I came across this thing, dude, I I definitely did not like the pictures I saw. I don't know if you spent much time like looking at it. This thing's wild. It's got no
Um,
mouth, no nose. It's
yeah,
just
dude, I just like I was able to read the description of it, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to see a photo of this. Like,
yeah, no, it's and the part that's crazy is they've tried to say like it's like a bear or something that like got mange. I don't believe that, dude, because there are so many people that have said they see this white, pale skin humanoid with no mouth, no nose, big glowing eyes. Uh, I'm good. I'm not going to Dover anytime soon.
I'm surprised there's not a movie about this yet.
There probably is. It's probably one of those that like never even made it onto sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because you know they don't want the truth out there. They don't want people to know that the Dover demon's lurking.
No thanks. I don't know. I feel like you can make a pretty scary movie out of it, but then, yeah, when people actually look up what the hell a Dover Demon is, they're gonna not sleep for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's viewer or listener discretion for looking this thing up. It's not comfy to look at. Um, for our thumbnail, we definitely created a little bit less frightening one, but it's still not cool. The first dude who saw it was in 1977. His name was William. You want to know what the original description is? Now, this is the first one that's documented. I just want everybody to keep note of what the descriptions are. He said large glowing eyes, hairless body, long thin limbs, clinging to a stone wall. That's number one.
Now that's terrifying. I mean, and that's not even so you create the image of it in your head now. Okay? I want everybody to close your eyes and create the image of this thing.
Large glowing eyes,
I'm
hairless
fucking
body,
terrified.
long thin limbs, and hugging on a wall, dude. So here's what's crazy.
The second
next
person?
day. Yeah. No, the second two who seen it on the same day. You got John Baxter and you got Abby Brabham. They describe it as seeing the creature crossing a road and the exact same features. Large glowing eyes, hairless body, long thin limbs, crawling across the road.
And that's terrifying. Like you would think maybe, all right, they would kind of vary in story or something. Nope.
They so they're not traveling together, right? John's a little bit ahead. They probably don't even know each other. These are just the two documented witnesses. Shortly after, Abby sees the exact same thing later that night and gives the exact same description. Large glowing eyes, hairless body, long thin limbs. It's crazy that in 2 days you get the exact same description.
To a T.
Yes.
You know, and I mean that's just scary to me. When you picture it, it really takes it out. Thanks.
Yeah. I have made it a goal to permanently avoid this area for the rest of my life because I don't want to see this. You know
what's crazy though?
Yeah.
I mean, in '77 you had cameras and whatnot, but like, you'd never really have a camera always in your back pocket like we do now. Now that we got phones, there's no sightings of anything anymore.
Yep. Nothing. So it's
Did everything
crazy.
go into hiding?
Well, that or let me remind you the era, 1977. They're probably on the way to or from a little disco party, doing God knows what.
Not wrong. I mean,
I don't think I don't know if they're credible.
Wasn't acid real big in the 70s?
Yep. And like speed and yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, but you would think that these three were like really close. Like they all like came in the next day, probably they went home and maybe one of them knew each other or something. And they're like, dude, I saw this thing. And they're like, go tell the police in the morning. So then they all go in. That's not the case. They were all interviewed separately. And before these 2 days, no other reports existed of this thing.
No, I mean, it was literally out of the blue and then gone because there haven't been sightings of it since, correct?
Nah.
And that's the weird part. Where did it go?
Yeah. Like, we made a mistake. Oh, holy shit. Brain epiphany. What if it's the alien from the Tunguska event? It's just a long time in the past. Or in the future.
That's a long time for that fucking thing to live.
Hey, it didn't make it to Dover in a short amount of time. You got to think Siberia is large.
I'm sure the explosion blew him all the way there, bud.
That would be crazy. All right, tinfoil hat's back on. My bad. So other than thinking it's an alien, people are like, it's most likely a moose that's a baby, because it was only seen those 2 days. So that's number one, most probable.
The next one is the one that gets me. An escaped primate. And they just say it like, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm
I don't
sorry.
know about you, but in
Did
Dover we
nobody
got a lot
report a
of
fucking albino monkey missing that day?
exactly, or
That
hairless
seems
one.
like something that I would be missing. Like
Wouldn't it be nuts if it's like one of those terrible things where they're using it as like a makeup testing thing,
oh
and that's why its
god.
eyes look all big and it doesn't have a mouth because they like used a makeup to blend it or whatever.
Dude, that would be terrifying now. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
now
if
it's
you've
just
ever
out on the
seen a
loose.
shaved ape.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Dude, good god, they're scary.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. Here's
But
the
it said long, thin arms. I mean, I
yeah,
guess maybe if
maybe the
there was
baby
side
moose.
effects to whatever it was, I'm kind of stuck on this primate thing.
Yeah,
Because you
but
make a good point with like trying on the lipsticks or the makeups or doing whatever.
here's the only thing that kind of makes it to where that's not believable. Um, none of the proportions and behaviors match, according to these, debunkers. I kind of also believe the same thing, that there's no way an animal is gonna recreate this appearance.
Okay, so tell me what you think it is then.
You really want me to say it?
Is it gonna go right back to your answer for everything?
Aliens, dude.
Good
Like
God.
I said, they think it's an alien. If I were to tell you right now to tell me what an alien looks like in your head, I guarantee you're going to say little gray guy with big black eyes. Right? That's
Yeah. I mean, I'm
that's
thinking
like
like Paul. You
movie
know.
alien. Right? I'm telling you, that they exactly match, and people think it was a stranded extraterrestrial. Like I said, what if it's the Tunguska one and it's just been in
mm,
hiding and
no,
people
it could
expanding
be the
and
one from Roswell,
populating?
though. I mean, one of the ones
Oh,
that
it could
escaped
be.
Roswell.
Could be. Dude, I don't know. That's crazy. The more I think about the alien one, the more I kind of believe it.
I really feel like that's easy for you, though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. But if it's only been seen for 2 days, that boy's covering a lot of ground.
Well, I mean, who's to say an alien's not a track star?
Well, I'm certainly not because we don't know shit about him.
And if you're well, no, we know a lot about him, but we don't know shit about him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what, yeah, I totally get it. But for the people who wouldn't accept alien, you want to know what else they came up with? Mutated creature. What the hell does that mean? That's like
Well,
the Dyatlov Pass being killed by a natural force. What?
the only thing I can think on that one is at this time we did have nuclear weapons, nuclear material. What if some creatures they were doing some experiments or something in Dover and the creatures got into it?
No, there ain't no way. I'm not believing that ever because nobody found any evidence. There would be some kind of an evidence. That was immediately that one got debunked. Boom, like that. Done, over
Well,
with.
yeah, because you'd have
Because
like a radiation.
of some kind, even if it's just
Mm-hmm.
in the area. I don't know. It's weird. The other one
Yeah, and
that
like if it's
people
mutated, why would it lose a mouth?
true. What if its mouth is not where we would think it would be? You don't know. It's an alien, dude.
No, it's a mutated creature.
Oh, sorry. A mutated creature. Yeah, you're right. So here's what people actually started to believe, and I think somebody's grandpa is definitely up to some tomfoolery because they think that it was teenagers playing a prank.
I mean, that'd be a hell of a prank.
Yeah, it would be. I don't know how you would make that work in 1977. Like, put a pillowcase on and paint black circles over your eyes.
But they were glowing red, right?
Yeah, true. What if they like took brake lights out of a car? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to make it to where it sounds good, but I don't believe that one. Even though that's probably the most believable,
Well, I
is that
mean,
it was.
yeah, just like someone dressing up in a Sasquatch costume,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
but I'm still telling you, that'd have to be one hell of a prank. I mean, you got to be good. Like, good with
Yeah.
makeup, good with costumes.
So not only would you have to be good, you would have to be extremely accurate to not get hit by a car, not once, but twice.
Yeah. Three
I'm
times.
I don't know how, like, I know that headlights back then did not go as far as they do now. They're not bad, but if you think about taking your current LED light and
I tell
cutting
you right
it in
now, I
half,
drove a 1972 for a little bit.
yeah,
Car was killer.
but you
Um,
can't see shit.
can't see shit. But I tell you, that's why them cars were made out of steel, bud. You didn't
Oh
have to
yeah,
fucking see. It just was a tank. You were
but that's what I'm
driving a
saying
tank.
is they were driving like these cars where they can't see. So to be seen as this thing crawling across the road at night, you would have to think you would I don't know, man. I know some fast crawlers, but I don't know people that are that fast.
No, I mean that thing. It was moving. I mean, if there's they debunked it, but the whole baby moose. The baby moose ain't gonna be moving that quick. I don't feel like.
I don't know though. What if the baby moose thing, the only reason I would believe it is if one, obviously it doesn't have antlers. It explains the long limbs. To move that fast, maybe there was something wrong with it where it didn't grow hair or its hair fell out, whatever. But that one I could believe partially. Or it's an albino moose. I wonder if anybody ever thought about if there's an albino moose reported in there around the
I mean,
same
don't get me
time.
wrong. Like you said, it's the 70s. People like to party and have fun. But what are the odds that these three people, the two back to back, were actually partying like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can see one out of the three, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
Dude, they would have to be
like, look
moving
at their names,
fast.
man. William Bartlett. That's like a lame name.
Yeah, dude. But
He's not partying.
Mr. Bartlett, if your descendants are listening and he partied, feel free to correct us. But I don't know.
It's like Brad Gerlinger. Just
All right. Uh the the crazy thing is that there's this unexplainable thing running around. And not one person, not two, but three people saw it, all within relatively the same time frame. I don't know about you, dude, but what if it was just those 2 days? There was something in the atmosphere or something, or like, I don't know, they got drugged.
got drugged.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
mean, it's
saying,
always a
like,
possibility, but like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of stuck on the primate thing. I know that they debunked it, or it's an alien.
yeah,
I mean, there's also one theory that it's an interdimensional entity,
yeah,
which this one
that's
kind of made me
silly.
laugh because I briefly slipped into our reality and then got out. Like, what?
That's like my joke excuse for things. It's like it was an interdimensional demon. And like, oh, why isn't the laundry done? Interdimensional demon did it to me.
Yeah.
What?
A mini black hole formed, sucked me into it, and then spit me out the other side.
Yeah.
7 hours later, when you got home.
What?
That's why there's no laundry done.
Yeah. Dude, I don't get it. Some of these theories are absolutely crazy. I could believe, like I said, alien. The more you think about it, the more you believe it. Especially now that, again, to reiterate, aliens are confirmed. So or UAPs or whatever they call them, unidentified something phenomenon. But now that they've confirmed them, think about it a little bit more. Maybe we've seen a couple aliens every now and then.
I mean, I feel like you see them more than not. You just don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the difference about the two things today.
Could be like the movie The Watch. Aliens could be just like us. They look just like us.
True.
They're living underneath the local Costco.
They're in your... Ah, that's so dumb. I don't believe that, alien. Here's what we know. Tunguska, obvious evidence. Nobody can confirm what happened. The Dover, little scary guy. Not a lot of evidence. A whole lot of people saw it. So,
which is wild. Like,
yep.
The one that's like, yeah, no, this actually happened,
but we don't know how.
We don't know how. We got nobody who's seen it. Nobody.
Yeah,
I could really.
You follow it with. This didn't happen, and I don't know why you saw it.
But what several people saw it.
Yeah. What if Men in Black were just late on nebulizing everybody?
That would make sense.
We made him. It slipped through. I don't know. I really do want to know why it only lasted for 2 days. And if anybody ever found anything else in that area. And then I want to know why there was no crater and no fragments of anything found. So I'm thinking it's a comet still. I don't know, man. Or aliens.
The comet's the most reasonable explanation, but aliens is always up there. Yep. And I don't know, man. I mean, you make a compelling case for aliens every time, but logically,
it's because there's no answer yes or no on it. So aliens will work. It's like the maybe of
It'd
anything
be wild, dude.
else.
Like aliens just come down one day, actually just like introduce themselves to the world, and they're like, "So, all this shit, we actually did that, yeah."
If that happens,
damn, we were right.
If that happens, just know I called it. And then like I've mentioned, man, what if they're connected? What if the alien who crashed somehow made it to Dover?
I'm telling you, if he crashed, man, it blew his ass all the way to Dover. That dude flew to Dover.
Oh, dude. I don't know.
And then that's why he had no fur, no skin.
Right? It's just
toasted him, bud.
I come from a planet where we are covered in fur. What? No, you don't. Well, I blew my ship up.
You're never going to believe this. Blew my ship up, bud. Burnt me.
Yeah. And flung me all the way over here. I crashed somewhere.
Dude. What if it's like Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Dude, that's wild. There ain't no fucking way. What would this one be like? Rocket, the hairless Parisian cat?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, dude. There's no fucking way. All I know is one of them left physical scars and one left emotional scars.
And people's memory. I mean, it just scarred them. That's one bad acid trip that they'll never forget.
Never. They'll never forget. Well, we hope you enjoyed it. It's been pretty fun talking about these two. Try not to let the demon keep you up at night. And
if you see it, take a picture of it.
Yeah, please. Just like we've said from the beginning, Sasquatch should be proven by now. So
absolutely.
Let's start catching it.
Send in your favorite cryptids. We'll pick one to talk about.
Hell yeah. This has been Blazed and Confused. Thanks as always. Peace.